Number 6 is Easter Sings Arai. Number 9, William Taylor. Number 23 is Jonathan Wilkinson. And number 33 is Tanner Berggren. Brian Bender is the head coach for the Panthers. Now here's the starting lineup for your Iowa Central Tritons. A 6'7" freshman out of Ames, Iowa, number 2, Manny Luth. A 6'2" sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska, number 4, C.J. Mitchell. A 6'2" sophomore from Waterloo, number 12, Jalen Winter. A 6'4" sophomore from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 23 is Jordan Kane. And a 6'11" freshman out of Johnston, number 34, Carter Loney. Tritons are coached by Mason Denholm, assisted by Caleb Byers and Owen King.
Player a feel of the ball, and it looks like we're going to get the party started here in the Hodges Fieldhouse. As Loney's going to jump here for the Tritons, and number 9 will jump William Taylor for the Ellsworth Panthers. The ref blows the whistle, ball up in the air as the Ellsworth Panthers win the trip. Sing sorry with the ball here. He'll get over to Rev Rendala. Rendala with it, he's going to take on C.J. Mitchell. Rendala looks to drive. He'll kick it back out. He'll get over here to Berggren. Berggren's going to drive. He's going to pull up for a jumper, and that's going to rattle off the rim, rebounded by Loney.
Now, if you saw what Iowa Central did after the screen, they did a very good job on that one, pushing the guy out, keeping him outside the perimeter to not try to let them drive in that lane like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was very well done. Mitchell with the ball now. Mitchell's looking to set up the Triton offense. He'll receive the screen from Luth. Mitchell's going to drive. He'll kick it over here to Winter. Winter will take the three-point attempt. That's good!
Good look there for the Tritons. I mean, we saw you saw Winter wide open.
Rendall with it now. He'll get him to Taylor. Taylor back to Rendall. They'll be poked away by Mitchell. Kane has it now. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell pull for a long-range three and no good off the front of the iron. Rebound Taylor. Taylor's going to give it over here to Rendall. Rendall is going to slow it down and set up the Panthers offense. Back to Taylor. Taylor over here to Berggren. Berggren's going to look to drive. He'll get back to Taylor. Taylor's going to look to take on Loney. Loney's going to look to block that shot attempt. Loney with it now. He'll get it back over here to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to slow it up here for the Tritons. To Loney. Over to Kane. Kane's going to put it up for two for the Tritons.
Very good drive by Kane. I mean, he's used to that all the time, seeing one guy, down there. And if he sees that, he's taking it. I mean, because he knows that he can still make heavily contested shots.
Sing Siri puts up a shot attempt for the Panthers. Is no good. Highly contested there by Jalen Winter. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. He'll set up the Triton offense. Looking to get it to Manny Luth. Luth with it now. Get it inside to Loney. Loney's going to look to take on Sing Siri with a little hook shot. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound Berggren. Berggren will get over here to Javon Wilkinson. Over to Taylor. Taylor won't take the long range three. He'll drive into the lane, take on Loney, and he'll put that shot up attempt for in. Shot up attempt for two. Mitchell with it now. He'll get over to Winter. Winter's going to look to receive a screen. Nope, he'll give it over to Luth. Luth's going to look to drive on Taylor. Luth will put up, way up off the glass and in. Manny Luth with a nice little layup there. Long-range layup there, or whatever you want to call it. Rendall with it now for the Panthers. And that'll be stolen by Jalen. Oh, wait. It was stolen by Jordan Kane, but he was tripped and out of bounds. The ball went. It'll retain possession for the Ellsworth Panthers.
Yeah, if you're Jordan Kane, that's not really something you want to see for yourself, tripping yourself up over by the out-of-bounds line there and turning it back over. Especially
not. He had an open lane down to the other end. Checking in for the Iowa Central Tritons is number 22, Les Champere. Rendall with it now for the Panthers. Rendall is going to get over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri is going to look to take on Luth. He'll look to drive in the lane, and he'll lose control of the ball right into the hands of Jordan Kane. Kane will bring it up the court here for the Iowa Central Tritons. He'll get it over here to Winter. Winter for a long-range three. No good, just off the back of the iron. Wilkinson will pull down the rebound here for the Panthers. He'll give it to a wide-open Taylor underneath the basket, and he gets rejected by Manny Luth. Winter with it now for the Tritons. He'll get it over to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to look to take on Wilkinson. Over to Semper. Semper is rejected by Taylor. We're having a block party here, folks.
We definitely are. I mean, you saw the block there from Luth, and we just saw a block from Milligan Taylor from either side. Both sides are playing great defense here so far as Tritons lead 7-2.
Rendau is going to pull a long-range three now, and it's good. The Panthers with the quick answer from a Rev Rendau three-pointer. Jordan Kane with it now is going to bring it across the timeline here. He's going to bring it over here to the left side of the court. He's going to look to drive inside the left side of the ring for a reverse layup, and it's no good. Rebound by Berggren. Berggren's going to bring it up here to the court for the Panthers. He'll bring it across the timeline with tight defense from the Tritons. Kane playing tight defense up on Rendau now. Rendau with the ball now for the Panthers. He's going to look to drive on Kane. Kane is all over. Now we'll go over to Sing Siri. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson with a little zone defense from the Tritons. Back over to Rendau. Rendau is going to look to drive. He'll pull up for a long range two, and that's no good. Off the back of there. Rebound by Jordan Kane. C.J. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. He'll get up here to about to the three-point line. He'll pull it out, get over to Manny Luth. Manny Luth's going to take the wide open lane. That'll be no good. Just roll off the rim. Rebound by Sing Siri. Over to Berggren. Berggren's going to look to drive. He'll pull it back out. He'll get over here to William Taylor. Taylor with it now. He'll be setting up the Panthers offense. Over to Berggren. Inside to William Taylor. Taylor's going to go back around the rim and no good. Rebound by Les Semper. C.J. Mitchell with it now. He'll bring it across the timeline, slowing down the Triton offense. Mitchell with it now. He'll get over here to Jordan Kane. Jordan Kane has his pocket picked, and he'll go over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's looking for a Panther. Siri's going to get over here to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, number 23 for the Panthers. As he brings it back up right at the IC logo in the middle of the Hodges Fieldhouse. He'll look for a great defense here from the Tritons. Back to Sing Siri over in the left side of the lane, and that one will rattle out. No good. C.J. Mitchell with it now. He's going to look to push it up a little bit. He'll take it in the lane on the Berggren. Step back jumper, and it's good.
What a step back there. It's really good. There's now kind of a little bit of a break and play because you've been nonstop here for the past kind of 2.5
There hasn't been a whistle yet in the game, I don't think. No fouls in the game. Rev Rendau with it now here for the Ellsworth Panthers. Great defense from C.J. Mitchell. Rendau with it now. He's looking for an open lane or an open Panther. He'll give it to Berggren. Berggren tries to get over to Taylor, and that'll be tapped out of bounds by the Tritons, and I bet that will be our 15-minute timeout, possibly. Oh, nope, they're just going to go by the under 15-minute timeout. As checking into the ball game here for the Ellsworth Panthers is Dan Pemble, as well as number 11, Jaden Petty, Conference Player of the Week. Checking in for the Tritons is number 1, Tayshawn Pender, 6'5", out of Madison, Wisconsin, redshirt sophomore. Great defense there from Les Semper as he rejected the inbounds pass there.
Yeah, there's been some great defense from both sides here, especially from the Tritons. I mean, they're blocking passes, they're blocking shots. They got 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock left for the Panthers.
Number 2 with it now, that is Christian Johnson, a freshman out of Cares, Georgia. Les Semper will inbound the ball now for your Iowa Central Tritons. He'll get into C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell is a prolific playmaker here for your Iowa Central Tritons. He'll get over to Tayshawn Pender, who is just in a couple weeks back after dealing with a finger injury. Inside to Pender. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3. Kaboom!
Good look there for Mitchell. I mean, we saw Pender, see that Mitchell was open. He passed over to him, and he was able to capitalize on the open 3.
Berggren now with it for the Panthers. Over to Jalen Pretty. Pretty with it, no good. Run out opportunity here. Pruitt with it now for the Tritons. He'll get over to Kane. Kane tries to throw it off of Pretty, and it's save attempt's no good as it goes in the hands of Ellsworth Panther over to Berggren, and that 3-point attempt is up and no good. Rebound by Tayshawn Pender. C.J. Mitchell with it now. He'll walk it up the court. Slow it down as it's been a rampant pace here.
It's been really fast-paced. I mean, just when they slow it down, the pace gets right back up.
C.J. Mitchell for three-pointer. C.J. Mitchell is coming off of a very good game over in Iowa at Iowa Western with 18 points on that.
I hate to break it to you, but it was Jordan Kane.
Oh, well, Jordan Kane, I was just talking about Jordan Kane, but I was, because Jordan Kane had 18 points over at Iowa Western.
Yeah, Jordan Kane made that three there. Looks like there's going to be a timeout. No, maybe
Substitution. It looks like Carter Loney will check in for the Tritons.
It was weird. It just everyone started going back to the bench, and I was like, "What are we doing here, folks?" But you know what? We're stay here.
Also checking in is Jacob Crunsrith out of Nevada, Iowa for the Ellsworth Panthers, as well as Chase Lau from Charles City, Iowa. Manny Luth for a long-range three, and that's no good. Low with it. He'll get over here to Christian Johnson. Johnson will push it for the Panthers. Over here at Berggren. Berggren's going to look to find a Panther. He'll get over here to Pretty. Crunswith with it now. He'll throw it away to Winter. Winter's going to drive. Alley-oop attempt and stuffed by the rim.
That was a good look there between Winter and Pender, but unable to capitalize on the alley-oop moment there.
Berggren's long-range three-point attempt is no good, and we get our immediate timeout.
We definitely do, and when we come back, we'll have more action from Hodges Fieldhouse on KSB 88.1 The Point and Triton Nation.
Welcome back inside the Hodges Fieldhouse here at Iowa Central Community College as we're in a very good basketball game with the score being 15-5 with 11:45 left as we're just getting going here in the Hodges Fieldhouse. Jalen Winter with it now for the Tritons. He'll take on Crunsworth. Winter's going to look to dribble around him. He'll get over here to Pruitt. Back to Winter. Inside to Loney, and that pass will be taken away by the Panthers. Christian Johnson with it now. Johnson over to Crunsworth for three. No good. Rebound by Loney. Back to Winter. Winter's going to bring it up the court here for the Tritons. Just across the timeline. Back to Loney. Loney over to Luth. To Winter. Winter's going to receive a screen from Pender. Pender up for two. No good. Rattle off. Rebound Crunsworth. Johnson with it now for the Panthers. He's going to look. What a quick first step. As he'll get over here to Lowe. Lowe will get up, and he'll get the hoop and the harm and head to the charity stripe for the Ellsworth Panthers. That is Chase Lowe, a 6'6" red shirt sophomore from Charles City, Iowa.
Yeah, that was a good foul drawn by Lowe. I mean, he just went up there, tried to get the shot. He got fouled on the way up and was able to get the 2 points off of it as well with a chance to add another one.
And his charity stripe shot is good. Tritons inbound here to Winter. Winter's going to run the operation here for the Tritons. Little half kind of full court press for the Panthers. They'll get over here to Pruitt. Or not Pruitt, sorry, Luth. Now to Pruitt. to Winter. Winter for a long range three. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound low. Low to Bergeron. Bergeron into Pretty. And that ball will go out of bounds off the Tritons. Checking into the ball game for your Iowa Central Tritons is number 23, Jordan Kane. Number 22, Les Semper. And number 4, C.J. Mitchell. Panthers are going to look to inbound the ball here. They'll get into Bergeron. Bergeron with it now is going to take on Winter. Winter's going to look to back him down into the paint. He'll step back for a little jumper, and no good, as we'll have a scramble situation on the floor, and the Tritons will come away with it.
Tritons have been playing very good defense. I mean, Panthers really have too. I mean, they're able to get the turnovers from the Tritons, but obviously Tritons are coming out on top here. But it's just been good defense from both sides.
Long range three from Manny Luth is no good, but an offensive rebound from Les Semper puts it back up for Triton 2-point conversion. As the Tritons tip the ball out of bounds, the Panthers will retain possession. Checking into the ball game for the Ellsworth Panthers is Ezra Singh Siri and number 23, Wilkinson. Inbounding the ball for the Ellsworth Panthers is number 14, Jacob Crunsworth. With it now is Johnson. Johnson's going to look to drive. He'll take that all the way down through Broadway, and he'll get over here to Chase Lowe, and we'll have a foul on Manny Luth.
I mean, that was an obvious foul there.
Yeah.
I mean, he jumped on his back.
Yep, you can't, nothing you can really say about that one. That was about as blatant as the eye can see. Checking into the ball game for the Ellsworth Panthers, Iowa Central Tritons is number 1, Tayshawn Pender. Ellsworth will inbound the ball here and they missed a dunk. That was Singh Siri that missed that dunk. As the Tritons come with the ball, that's C.J. Mitchell with it. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. He'll go over to Semper. Semper for a three, and that was nothing but air. And the save attempt's going to go right into the Triton student section, so it'll be Ellsworth Panther ball.
Yeah, at that point, there really was no worse saving it because now you gave Ellsworth a lot more room to, on the time clock.
Yeah, you really did. As you have Christian Johnson with it now for the Ellsworth Panthers. He has it now. He'll find Wilkinson. Wilkinson will pull for a three, and that's good. And Coach Delholm will call a timeout, a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here in the Hodges Fieldhouse as we'll kind of look through the early stars. And I think key to that last possession was the putback by Les Semper.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, you're seeing a lot of points come from C.J. Mitchell as well, alongside Jordan Kane and Les Semper. I mean, he's having a decent night for himself here as well. He's got 2 points on the board, but he seems to look like he might have a decent night compared to the last couple games that he's had.
Yeah, and be interesting to see what we see Jordan Kane do with five points already. We'll see what he ends up with. But a couple of impressive players here for the Ellsworth team, too. You have number 23, Wilkinson. He can sure shoot the three-pointer. And they have a lot of players that can sure shoot the long-range ball. Winter with it now. He'll go over to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Kane. Back to Winter. Back to Kane. Back to Mitchell, sorry. Now back to Kane. Kane's going to look to drive around the three-point arc. He'll get to Winter. Winter to Kane. Shot clock's running out. Kane's going to have to do something with it pretty quick, and he'll put up a long range two. No good. Offensive rebound, Les Semper. No good. So another offensive rebound there with Les Semper. Ellsworth's going to drive pretty fast. Crunsworth was going to dish it out here at Johnson. No good. And the rebound attempt's going to go out of bounds off of Chase Lowe. I thought that when Crunsworth was driving the lane there, I thought he may have got away with a couple extra steps.
Yeah, it looked like he may have potentially did that, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not our call to make.
Yep. As you have C.J. Mitchell with it now, he'll get over here to Pender. Pender over to Mitchell. Mitchell for a long range 2, and that one will rattle out. Offensive rebound, Pender. Pender's going to head to the charity stripe for the Iowa Central Tritons. Tayshawn Pender, what a big piece coming back off of injury with his finger from earlier in the season.
Right, you're definitely right there. I mean, the first game that we came back, he had over a 20-point game, I believe.
Yep, I think first game we came back, I think the final score ended up being like 105-99. It was quite the ball game.
Yeah, it definitely was. Even though he's been a big, tremendous help for the Tritons, he's got 0 points, but he's been able to pass the ball around. He's done more than just score points. He can pass the ball around. He can do it all. He plays good defense. He can do just about anything for the Tritons.
First charity stripe attempt shot is no good, but the second one's going to trickle the twine and go right down. With it now is Rev Rendawa for the Ellsworth Panthers. He has it now. He's going to look to set up the Panther offense. He'll give it to Chase Lowe. Lowe with it now. He's going to look to drive into the lane. He'll get it to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to take on Semper. No good, and the putback attempt is good by number 15. That is Collins Gandu. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. He is going to walk up the court, give it to Semper. Back to Winter. Over to Mitchell. Receive the screen from Pender. Kane with it. Kane inside to Semper. Semper's up. What a play!
That was a good look between Kane and Semper. I mean, you couldn't pull that play off any better than how it looked.
Wilkinson over to Gandu. Gandu a long range 3 and it'll rattle out. No good. Rebound. Jordan Kane. Kane's going to bring it up here for the Triton offense. He's going to look to drive on Lowe. Kane backing down low, and the shot attempt is no good. Rebound, Chase Lowe. Good defense here from the Tritons. Over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson back to Rendawa. Rendawa with it now for the Panthers. Over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to look to drive. He'll get it to Lowe. Lowe's going to do a little spin around move, and he'll put the shot attempt, no good. Rebound, Sing Siri, and second chance points is the name of the game, as that is Sing Siri with the second chance points, and we've got a score of
20-15.
20-15 in favor of your Iowa Central Tritons with 6:10 left on the game clock. Pender with it now, spinning into the lane, and it's good.
And here he gets his first points tonight.
Rev Rendawa with it now for the Ellsworth Panthers. He'll get it over here, he'll dribble around the three-point arc, and we'll have a reach-in foul on Jordan Kane. Checking into the ball game for the Iowa Central Tritons is number 34, Carter Looney, and number 3, Darian Pruitt. As I think it's been a great defensive battle here so far, a low-scoring ball game.
It really has, and the Panthers, they're slowly starting to kind of catch up here. I mean, the point deficit is creeping up to the Tritons.
Rendawa with a now, he'll drive inside to the left side of the lane. He'll get over here to Pretty. Pretty with a now. Over to Gandu. Back to Pretty. Pretty's going to drive into the right side of the lane, and they'll be no good, but there was a little contact, so he'll head to the line. That foul will go on Carter Loney. That will be his first foul, as Jaden Pretty will head to the line. Jaden Pretty is a sophomore, 6'7", out of Columbia, South Carolina. Shot attempt is up, and that will rattle in. First shot at the charity stripe is successful for Jaden Pretty. As mentioned, he is sharing Conference Player of the Week this week with your very own Jordan Kane for your Iowa Central Tritons. Second shot up attempt is good, and it's strong off the back of the iron. Rebound by C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell will bring it across the timeline here for the Iowa Central Tritons. He'll go over to Carter Loney. Carter Loney back to Kane. Kane with it now. Kane's going to look to drive. Kane will put up a shot attempt, and it will rattle in. Great shot attempt there from Jordan Kane.
Yeah, it was. It was a good look for him. He drove in, saw that it was going to be heavily contested, tried to pass somewhere, and then was like, you know what, I'm going with it. And went up for the shot, and it worked out.
Pretty with it now. He'll go over to Gandu. Gandu looks to get it back inside to Pretty. Pretty's going to look to back down Pender over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson for three. We see him do it already. He's not going to do it this time, but an offensive rebound. Gandu over to Rendawa. Rendawa for three, and that one will be blocked, but Pretty comes down with it. 10 seconds left on the shot clock here for the Panthers. Pretty is going to back down Loney. Over to Rendawa. Rendawa's going to look to take a long range two off the iron. No good. Rebound Loney, and he'll get over here to Jordan Kane. Kane's going to slow things down for the Iowa Central offense as he's going to bring across the timeline. He'll get inside here to Carter Loney, and he'll lose the handling on the ball, and we'll have a run-out opportunity here for the Panthers, and they'll lay it up for two. That is number 15, Collins Gandu, out of Canada with that run-out opportunity, 2-point basket. C.J. Mitchell with it now. He'll go over here to Loney. Back to Pendner. Pendner's going to look to take on Bergeron. Well, and that shot attempt's no good. Offensive rebound, Loney. Mitchell with it now. Mitchell's going to drive. Mitchell's going to take on Rendawa. No good. Looked like he was going to try to...
Yeah, looked like the rebound there from William Taylor. It looked like he was going to put that one back up and try to act like it was a offensive rebound.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. Rendawa with it now. Watch out here, folks. Jordan Kane's going to... whoa. Little anticlimactic there is Jordan Kane with a fast break basket there for the Iowa Central Tritons. We'll take the points nonetheless. They count the same, but style points is what we're going for here.
Oh yeah. We want to look for some slam dunks, not some layup fast break from Kane.
Gandu with it now, and he'll drain that three-point attempt for the Ellsworth Panthers as they're creeping back closer. As the Ellsworth Panthers will call a timeout, and that's Gandu's seventh point on the evening. As we have a 30-second timeout here, so we'll keep it right here. We have a score of 26-21. 27?
That's what it looks like there. We got a scoreboard in our way again.
They need to lower the basket like they did last time.
We got a basket, in our way, not a scoreboard. Words are not what.
Here, we can just look right over here.
I guess we can.
We've got a score of 21-26 with 3:15 left remaining in the first half. Jordan Kane, 9 points. C.J. Mitchell, 5. What a game.
It really has been. I mean, when you looked at that last offensive position from the Panthers, they were able to find Gandu pretty much wide open there beyond the arc, and they were able to capitalize on that one.
Tritons will inbound here to Jalen Winter. He'll get over to Darian Pruitt. Back to Winter. Winter's going to bring it across the timeline for the Tritons. He'll bring it back towards the center of the court, sitting right on the C portion of Iowa Central. He'll get inside, and an alley-oop, boom! Slam-a-jam-a sandwich for Tayshawn Pender.
That was amazing. I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty good.
That was awesome. As Bergeron's going to pull up a three for the Panthers, and it's good. That's a crowd silencer here in the Hodges Fieldhouse.
Yeah, I got pretty quiet after that one. They were able to find Tanner Bergeron pretty wide open for that three.
Pruitt with him now. Get over here to Winter. Winter's going to receive a screen from Semper. Another screen from Semper. Over to Pruitt. Lewis, sorry. And that one's going to rattle out. Johnson with it now. He'll get over here to, that will be Wilkinson. Wilkinson's going to take a free throw line jumper, and it's good.
And Panthers have closed this one down to a 2-point ball game.
Yep, just like that, the Panthers are right in the ball game, and Winter's going to set up the Triton offense here. He'll go with Pender over to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to look to drive over to Luth. Back to Semper. Semper with a nice dribble move there, and he'll miss the layup. Wilkinson with it now. Panthers can tie or take the lead here as they'll miss the layup, but we get an offensive rebound, and we're all knotted up at 28. Jalen Winter with it now for the Tritons. He's going to bring it up here down the court for the Tritons. Bring it across the timeline. Winter with it now. He's going to receive a screen from Semper. Back to Pruitt. Another screen from Pender. Long range street for Pruitt, and it's no good. Rebound from Johnson. Johnson's going to look to bring it up the court here for the Panthers. Receiving a play call from head coach Brian Bender. standing right in the middle of the Hodges Fieldhouse, right on the IC logo, as the crowds get involved in the game. Big possession here for both teams. Over to Pretty. Pretty's looking to get inside to Taylor. Bergstrand with the long range two, and it's good.
And Panthers, they take their first lead here tonight. Very late in the first half.
40 seconds remaining in the first half. Winter gets across the timeline. Over to Luth. Back to Winter. What must the Tritons do to generate some offense here in the last minute? Tritons going to slow things up, receive a screen from Semper. Winter for a long range three, and it's no good. Panthers can hope for the final bucket here. It looks like they will. They'll slow things down. Big opportunity here. You don't want to let them score before halftime. That can take all the momentum into the locker rooms. Johnson with it now right on the IC logo with tight defense from Darian Pruitt. He'll give it to Bergeron. Bergeron for a long range three. It's good at the horn.
Man, that's going to give Ellsworth a lot of momentum going into the second half. They're going to feel good going back to the locker room, and they're going to definitely probably feel that same excitement coming back out for the second half.
How about Bergeron with two big threes right there in the last 2 minutes of the first half?
Yeah, those were some really big threes. Giants now going to have to go back and look over, see what they're doing wrong, and try to come out and come back on top.
Well, we'll take a break with them here at halftime, and you're listening to KICB 88.1 The Point, as well as watching live on Triton Nation.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
For trusted work on your next project, choose Rash Construction. A third-generation, family-owned company, Rash Construction has been proudly serving Fort Dodge and surrounding areas for 70 years. We specialize in excavation and grading, site utilities, site planning and development, and GPS grade control. From private and public projects to larger-scale commercial projects, we have the knowledge, experience, and technology to get the job done right. Rash Construction. Safety first, last, and always.
We're CJ Bio, In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
At Jensen Builders, our goal is to walk alongside you to make your dreams come true. We are a full-service design-build contractor serving Iowa. We employ over 200 highly skilled individuals, and we want you to join us. Great pay, benefits, 401k matching, vacation, and company perks. Our company environment reflects our family values. We'd be proud to have you join this family. JensenBuildersLTD.com.
Yeah, but here's an interesting note. With Iowa Central only with 28 points, they average 77.5 points per ball game. We're kind of playing Ellsworth's ball game here tonight, as they only allow 51.6 points per ball game. So we're kind of playing Iowa Central's or Ellsworth's ball game here tonight, but we'll see if Iowa Central can prevail in that or if Ellsworth can, as we're getting the second half underway. Les Semper is starting the second half instead of Carter Loney. C.J. Mitchell with it now. He'll go over to Semper. Back to Mitchell. Receive the screen from Semper. Over to Luth. Luth's going to drive. He'll put it up and in for two. Manny Luth with a quick 2-point basket to gain some momentum back for the Tritons. Rev Rendower with it now. He'll take on Mitchell. He'll give it to Berggren. Back to Rendower. Rendower over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to drive. Kick it back out to Rendower. Rendower for a wide open 3-point attempt off the front of the iron. Rebound C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell's going to push the pace here for the Tritons. Over to Winter. Winter for a 3-point attempt is good.
And it was a good thing Mitchell brought up the pressure on the offensive side of things, and they were capitalizing, putting 3 on the board. And they've already got 5-0 on the Panthers on this half so far.
And just like that, we're all tied up, and Iowa Central gets a turnover on the Panthers' end. Kane for 3-pointer, and it's no good. A rattle out. As a scrap for the rebound goes out of bounds off Les Semper. So a quick 5-0 run for the Iowa Central Tritons with 18:53 left in the second half of action. You have a score of 33-33 in favor of your, or all knotted up, really.
Yeah, it's all tied up.
You have Johnson with it now. He'll try to get it to William Taylor. That'll be poked away, but Johnson corrals the basketball. Good defense here from the Tritons. Over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to back down to Luth. Luth, good defense, but Sing Siri is just too strong, and he'll put it up for 2. C.J. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. Over to Semper. Semper to Kane. Back to Semper. Semper and the hoop and the harm. And he'll head to the charity stripe to try to convert the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Les Semper, the sophomore from Bendolia, Spain. What a player.
Yeah, it definitely was. And that was a good pick and roll from him as well. I mean, he read that. It was almost like reading the play on the defense or as an offense if you're running it, just or for football.
Yeah, what a great pick and roll play as the charity stripe attempt is nothing but the bottom of the net. But what a pick and roll. Johnson with it now for the Panthers. He'll try to get it to Wilkinson. Good defense, and we're going to have a double dribble on number 2, Christian Johnson. So that'll be a turnover. That's the second turnover already in the half for the Ellsworth Panthers. Iowa Central with it now. They'll give it to Winter. Winter's going to receive a screen from Semper. Over to Luth. Back to Kane. Inside to Kane. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell for a long-range 3 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound. Berggren. Mitchell gets a steal. Mitchell up for 2. What a start for the Iowa Central Tritons.
Yeah, they're coming out hot here. Hopefully they can keep that hot going, especially in the end for the last 3 minutes. Like we saw, Ellsworth came back in the first half in those last 3 minutes.
William Taylor with it now inside for the Panthers. He'll do a little hook shot, and he'll put that one in for 2 for the Panthers. Kane with it now with a run-out opportunity for the Tritons. He'll kick it back out to Luth. Luth for 3. Kaboom! Manny Luth for the long-range 3 for the Iowa Central Tritons. Johnson's going to bring it across the timeline now for the Panthers. Johnson with it now is going to look to drive. He'll kick back out to Sing Siri. Nope, maybe not. Inside to William Taylor. Inside to Sing Siri, and we're going to have a foul on the Iowa Central Tritons. We'll give it a second to see who they put that on. It'll be on number 4, C.J. Mitchell, a foul on the arm.
Excuse me there. With one thing the Tritons need to work on is not letting Ellsworth drive into the paint or get the ball down low. We've seen the past couple of offensive possessions from Ellsworth. When they're down low, they're putting it in the basket, and they've been pretty good to do that, whether it's contested or not.
Yeah, as the Ellsworth Panthers throw it away on the inbound attempt there. So Jordan Kane with it now. He'll drive into the lane. Little circus shot up attempt, no good. And it'll be out of bounds off of the Tritons, as the Tritons don't like the call, but it's going to stay that because in NJCAA basketball, we do not have the rule now that the NCAA has where you can challenge. Wilkinson with it now. He'll bring across the timeline here for the Panthers. Great defense, and he'll throw it away. Mitchell with it now. Run out opportunity. It's Jordan Kane. Jordan Kane's going to just lay it up and in. I thought he looked like he was going to go up and throw it down. Here come the Panthers. William Taylor with it now. William Taylor's going to look to back down. Les Semper. He'll get it out. What a move. Inside to Sing Siri, and Sing Siri will throw that down. Timeout by head coach Brian Bender. It'll only be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. The second half of the Iowa Central Tritons sure started out with a bang, didn't it?
It really did, and Ellsworth was picking up on it, and now they're slowly starting to, kind of decrease that lead that they really once had. And like I said before, with Iowa Central need to stop in that inside the paint game that Ellsworth is bringing, and they're not really doing that too well. I mean, they're still allowing them to get inside, and as we saw, number 6, Isha Singh Sari, I mean, he's really good down low, and we just saw him slam dunk about not even 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, he's quite the ball player. Then Iowa Central inbound with 16:09 left on the game clock. You have a score of Iowa Central 43 and Ellsworth Community College 39. C.J. Mitchell with the ball now right about the middle of the court. He'll receive the screen from Les Semper. Semper alley-oop attempt inside to Pender. Pender's going to put that up, and he'll be fouled, so he'll head to the charity stripe. Tayshawn Pender is quite the ball player for the Iowa Central Tritons. He's a great addition to have back after injury, that is for sure.
He really is. I mean, he knows how to move around and keep the offense moving in general. I mean, just so that there's always one guy open for the Tritons if they can find him. And he's just one of those. He's constantly moving. He's never stopped anywhere. And, of course, as you saw before, he was getting ready for that alley-oop, but he got stopped by some Panthers defenders.
Well, we know he can do it because he threw it down one like Harlem Globetrotters circus basketball type stuff in the first half. Great ball player he is as he goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. So he adds 1 point to Triton scoreboard as great ball handling skills here by number 2, Christian Johnson. He'll receive the screen from Pretty. He'll drive right into the open lane, but he's rejected by Les Semper. Send out the invitations, folks. We're having a block party here in Hodges Fieldhouse. Jordan Kane with it now as he gets his pocket picked, and it'll go out of bounds off of the Ellsworth Panthers.
Seems like Jordan Kane is having some problem with his left knee there.
Well, he was out for a game earlier in the season due to a knee injury, so hopefully that's not aggravating him too badly. C.J. Mitchell with it now for the Tritons. He'll set up the Triton offense. He'll look to take on Johnson, receive the screen from Les Semper. Mitchell with it now. Mitchell pull for a long-range 3. Kaboom! C.J. Mitchell for a long-range 3. Crensworth with it now. He'll go over here to Johnson. Johnson with it. He'll go over to Pretty. Pretty for a 3. Pretty, that's good.
That was a good answer there from Pretty there to really pretty much keep it at the 8-point game it was originally at, or excuse me, not 8-point game, 5-point game.
Some people may say that 3-pointer was pretty. Semper drives it in, and it's no good. Put back attempt, no good. As Les Semper falls to the ground, the Panthers have a run-out opportunity, and we'll have a foul here on the Tritons. Checking into the ball game for the Iowa Central Tritons is number 34, Carloni, number 2, Manny Luth, and number 3, Darian Pruitt. Checking into the ball game for the Ellsworth Panthers is number 15, Collins Gandu. That foul went on Jordan Kane, and that will be his second foul. The Panthers will inbound the ball to Crensworth. They'll get over here to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to pull for a long-range 3, and it's good. Back-to-back 3-pointers for the Ellsworth Panthers to cut it back to a 2-point ball game. Mitchell's going to receive a screen from Looney. Looney's going to cut in. No, we're good. Mitchell put it up for 2 off the glass. Beautiful A little pick and roll action, but denied the pick and roll action and took the ball up to the glass himself. Gandu with it now. He is heavily defended by C.J. Mitchell. Good defense from Mitchell. Gandu is going to try to find a Panther. He'll find Bergen. Bergen with it now. Over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri's going to look to take on Pender. And it'll roll in. Back and forth game we've got going on now, folks. Don't turn your TV dials or your radio dials. This is a real barn burner. C.J. Mitchell with it now, taking on Bergen. Mitchell's going to drive inside to the right side of the lane. Kick it over to Pruitt. Pruitt for three, and it's good! Darian Pruitt for a long-range three. The freshman standing at 6'5" out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Gandu with it now for the Panthers. Trying to find it, cutting Krensruth. He gets it over to Sing Siri. Over to Pretty. Back to Krensruth. And we're going to have a foul on Darian Pruitt. That'll be Darian Pruitt's first foul, team's third of the half. With 13-13 remaining in the second half, you have a score of Iowa Central 52, Ellsworth 47. Gandu with it now for the Panthers. He'll receive a screen from Pretty. Back to Pretty. Pretty for a long-range three-pointer, and it's good. Every time it seems like Iowa Central gets away, it always seems like they have an answer. But I believe we're going to have a technical foul.
I think they just teed up
Pretty,
yeah.
So we're going to have Darian Pruitt head to the line here for technical foul has been assessed to Jaden Pretty, as we mentioned, and we're going to have Darian Pruitt head to the line for some technical foul shots here for the Tritons. And I was just mentioning that every time it seems like the Tritons gain momentum, the Ellsworth Panthers have a shot of their own to come back from it.
Right. I'm still questioning what that technical foul was really called on.
You have to wonder if maybe he made a three-pointer and said something to a Triton defender, or if he made a gesture or something, or as Darian Pruitt makes both charity strip attempts for the technical shots, and Iowa Central gets the ball too. So this could be a 5-point possession for your Iowa Central Tritons.
Right, and it looks like Ellsworth is going to kind of bring like a zone press to him as well.
This could be a massive momentum changer, as you have a score of 54-50 now, as it was just cut down to a 2-point ball game. You have C.J. Mitchell with it now, getting over here to Luth. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell against Gandu. Over to Pendner. Pendner's going to take on Krensruth, and he's going to take an extra step. So the Tritons will turn the ball over, and it'll head back to the Ellsworth Panthers. Gandu with it now. Gandu's going to take on Mitchell. Receive the screen from Sing Siri. Sing Siri with it's going to drive in a lane on Pender. Pender's we're going to have a foul. So Sing Siri's going to head to the line for the Ellsworth Panthers.
Late foul there, called on him anyway. I mean, it seemed like he was already to the ground, and
well, I saw some contact, and I thought maybe the ref saw it clean and they just didn't call it, but then they came down, then they called the foul. So it was a foul, but as the first shot attempt is up and in, as Les Semper and Jordan Kane check into the ball game for the Iowa Central Tritons. As we have number 6, Isher Sing Siri at the line out of Siri, Canada for the Panthers. Just like that, the Panthers are back with it too.
they definitely are. And, you know, like I keep saying before, Panthers are driving in and getting points off that, and Tritons are not able to stop them from driving in.
Jordan Kane with it now. He'll get over to Manny Luth. Back to C.J. Mitchell. Jordan Kane looks a pump fake for three. He'll drive into the lane. He'll go to Mitchell. Mitchell, long range three. No good. Off the iron. Offensive rebound, Jordan Kane. Kane's going to back down Krensruth, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Jordan Kane. Great job from Krenz standing there and taking the brunt of the contact. Panthers get into Gondu, back to Krensruth. Krensruth's going to get across the timeline. Good defense from Darian Pruitt. Over to Chase Lowe. Lowe's going to drive. Back to Krensruth. At the top of the arc. Inside to a wide open Gondu, and it's happening.
Wide open baseline drive, and he saw that back door wide open and took it and was able to tie the game back up with it.
As now they pick the Tritons' pocket, and now we have Gondu wide open for a three-point attempt, and it's up and no good, but an offensive rebound is going to go out of bounds, and a missed opportunity there from the Panthers, as they really did have a offensive rebound. There was no Triton around them.
Right, there really isn't. And there's a break and play here. We'll take one with them when we come back. We'll have more action from Hodges Fieldhouse on KICB 88.1 The Point and Triton Nation.
Welcome back to Fort Dodge, Iowa, and Iowa Central Community College. As we're inside the Hodges Fieldhouse, I'm Kane Holton. Joining me is Braden Bussinger, and we have a very tightly contested basketball game on our hands as we're all knotted up at 54 with 11:31 left to go in the second half of action. Tritons with it now with Darian Pruitt over to C.J. Mitchell. Mitchell over to Manny Luth. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to receive a screen from Les Semper. Mitchell's going to drive into the left side of the lane. Over to Semper, up for two. Beautiful play. What a find.
That was a good play there from Iowa Central. It's exactly what they needed to get momentum back going in this one.
Wilkinson with it now for the Panthers. Over to Chase Lowe. Lowe's going to look to drive. He'll kick it over to Krensruth. Over to Sing Siri. Sing Siri for three. We see him do it again. Yes, we do.
Well, that puts the Panthers in the lead now. They're up by one with 10:45 to go.
Winter with it now for the Tritons. He'll go over here to Mitchell. Receive the screen from Semper. He's going to look to drive against Sing Siri, and Sing Siri says no, not on this end of the court.
Yeah, that was a really good block there from Siri. I mean, you can't get any better block of that like that.
No. And Sing Siri is quite the ball player, as he has 16 points on the night. I believe so.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
As we have a foul on number 5, that's Chase Lowe. As the Tritons inbound here to Jalen Winter, that's C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell put up for two. Tritons back on top. Gondu with it now. He'll bring up the court here for the Panthers. He'll receive the screen from Sing Siri. Over to Sing Siri. You can't leave him open for three. Sing Siri's going to look to drive. Sing Siri's going to take on Semper. He's going to in the lane for quite a while. Rebound by Manny Lewis of the Tritons. Tritons come back down to the north side of the gymnasium. Mitchell's going to drive. He'll get inside to Semper. Semper's going to look to drive around Sing Siri, and he'll put it in. What a matchup between Sing Siri and Semper.
Right. I mean, you got a guy that can move around in the paint, and then you're going up against a guy that can do the exact same thing and push you with him as well.
And both of them can shoot the three ball. So when they step out beyond the arc. You really have to get out there and defend them.
Right.
As Wilkinson's with it now, driving on Luth. Cutting, wide open cutting Gandu. As that's the second time we've seen that tonight.
It's almost like Tritons aren't aware of where that guy is. I mean, Gandu's been able just to kind of roam around and take that baseline in and be open for that baseline.
Jalen Winter for a long range sweep for the Iowa Central Tritons, and it's good. The Iowa Central Tritons are back up 63-59 with 9 minutes left on the game clock. What a ball game, folks, we have here developing in Hodges. Wilkinson with it now, driving for the Panthers over to our open Crensruth. Crensruth for 3, no good, rattle out. Rebounded by Semper. Winter with it, now he'll bring it up the court for the Iowa Central Tritons. Receive the screen from Semper. Winter to to Luth. Luth, no good. And that'll be offensive rebound for the Tritons. That's Tayshawn Pender. As the Tritons are going to slow things down a little bit, we have C.J. Mitchell with the ball right at the IC logo in the middle of the court. Mitchell's going to drive in and put it up for 2. What a play by C.J. Mitchell. We're going to have a 30-second timeout, a full timeout we're going to have here called by Coach Delholm. And we'll take it with them right here on KICB and Triton Nation.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Well, welcome back into the Hodges Fieldhouse at the Iowa Central Community College as we're in a very tight ball game here as we have a score of Iowa Central 65, Ellsworth 59. What do you have to say about what's all transpiring here?
It's very back and forth. I mean, we're seeing a lot of baskets being made, and one thing that that I was just telling you during the break, we're seeing that Ellsworth has a very good Gandu when he's going down low on the baseline. I mean, it's just like Iowa Central doesn't see him there, and then he's driving in, and he's got a wide open shot almost every time. And then you see number 6, Sari, with the same thing. I mean, he's driving in, and he's been very good down low.
As the Panthers get inside to William Taylor for 2 points, as the Tritons have it now with Jalen Winter. As I was told, that was a key to the game, as the Panthers were going to try to get the ball inside to Sing Siri and William Taylor. Tritons have it now with Jordan Cade. Cade looks to slip a little bit, but now he regains his feet, and he goes off for 2 in the hoop of the harm as he heads to the charity stripe for the Iowa Central Tritons. Jordan Cade, what a ball player. What a ball player is Jordan Kane. As Jordan Kane's going to head to the charity stripe, Manny Luth checks out as C.J. Mitchell checks back into the Triton rotation.
That foul right there is exactly what the Tritons need to really get some momentum back going again and take that, expand that lead that they got going right now.
As the old-fashioned three-point play is successful for Jordan Kane, the sophomore standing at 6'4" out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. You have Christian Johnson with it now for the Panthers. Johnson with it now, looking to take on Mitchell along with Pender. Over to Pretty. Pretty for a three-pointer. No good off the front of the iron. Offensive rebound. Low, and Low is gonna slam dunk that one down.
All I got to say is Low was not very low on that one. He jumped up pretty high to slam that one down.
Sure put that one down with some authority, didn't he? As Mitchell with it now. He'll get it over here to Pender. Pender inside to Kane. Kane is rejected by William Taylor. A lot of contact there as Pretty is shoving Les Champaire all the way down the court, and we're going to have an offensive foul on Jaden Pretty, as that was about as obvious as it got.
Yeah, that one was clearly obvious. I mean, his elbow and all that was out, and you saw him clearly pushing to get that charge call on him, and they're going to take him out of the game.
So that's his second foul on the evening, as the Tritons will inbound the ball here to C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell's going to bring it across the timeline. Good defense here from Johnson. Receive the screen from Semper. Semper's cutting down the line, and it's good.
It's another textbook play, pick and roll.
Les Semper is definitely putting his stamp on the game tonight. We said he needed a big game, and he's got 11 points on the night. The Panthers get inside to William Taylor, and he's going to spin around on Les Semper. Can't find an open lane. He'll go over here to Berggren. Berggren with a now good defense from Jordan Kane, and we're going to get a foul call on Jordan Kane. A little too good of a defense.
Yeah, a little bit too good. That's his fourth one, and they might be taking him out here. But let's talk about Les Semper. What a night he's having tonight for a comeback night for him. I mean, it's exactly what he's needed to get this Triton basketball going.
Exactly. Well, we have Les Semper coming out of the game now as Cardelloni checks in for him, but he had 1 point the other night and only 4 points against DMAC, and I didn't quite see the box score for Western Iowa Tech, but what a night, as it's exactly what the Tritons need, as two huge games as you have number 1 and 2 in the conference that you're playing this week. As the Tritons get the turnover there, as C.J. Mitchell's with it now. Mitchell's going to drive in the lane, and he's going to go off his knee and out of bounds. Back to Ellsworth direction. With 5:56 remaining in the second half of action, you have a score of 70 Iowa Central to 63 Ellsworth Community College. You have Johnson with the ball now. He'll walk up the court here for the Ellsworth Panthers. He'll set up the play, take the play from head coach Brian Bender. She starts running the operation now. He'll take on C.J. Mitchell. He'll get over here to Lowe. Lowe's going to take a step back too, and it's no good, just off the side of the iron. Rebounded by Tayshawn Pender. Back over to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to bring it across the timeline for the Iowa Central Tritons. Taking on Johnson. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell's going to set up the operation for the Tritons. Mitchell's going to look to drive on Sing Series. Step back. And it was kind of an interesting sequence of events there, wouldn't you say?
That really was. I mean,
was he shooting or passing?
I'm not sure. It looked like it should have been first shot, but we've also seen him make it look like that, and it's been a pass.
Because it looked like it was blocked off of like Sing Series' knee or something like that.
Yeah.
Pender with a putback attempt. Well, not a putback attempt, but a little turnaround jumper, and it's up for two. Wilkinson with it now for the Ellsworth Panthers. Wilkinson's going to find Pretty. Over here to Bergson. Back to Johnson. Going to receive a screen from Pretty. Johnson for a long range two, and it's banks in. The bank's still opening for it, Dodge.
I was telling Brett during the girls' game when they had those two back-to-back bank three-pointers, I'm like, it's 6 or 7 o'clock or whatever, and the bank must still be open because they're depositing a lot of three-pointers right now.
Yep, well, maybe we have some late-night banking for it, Dodge, that we're unaware of. But
I mean, they do have a 24-hour Wells Fargo ATM, if that counts.
Well, I suppose ATMs are probably all 12 hours.
Or 24 hours, yeah.
As we have a foul here on number 2, Christian Johnson, and that's going to put Iowa Central in the bonus, so that will send C.J. Mitchell to the line. No good. As we have a scramble here on the ground. I thought the wrestling match was tomorrow night. But the Ellsworth Panthers are going to come away with that Pretty with it now. Pretty's going to go up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Jordan Kane. Jordan Kane's going to push the pace a little bit. He's going to look to go into the lane, and he'll go up against Sing Siri, and shot attempt will be no good. And the putback attempt by Tayshawn Pender is good. Here comes Christian Johnson for the Ellsworth Panthers. He'll go over here to Wilkinson. Wilkinson way over in the far corner of the court. He's going to back down Kane. No good. The putback attempt by Sing Siri is good. What a ball player is Sing Siri.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, there's nothing else to put it other than he's good. He can put the ball in the basket like none other.
And that's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them with a score of 74-68 in favor of your Tritons. We'll take a full timeout. You're listening to KICB and watching on Triton Nation.
For trusted work on your next project, choose Rash Construction. A third-generation, family-owned company, Rash Construction has been proudly serving Fort Dodge and surrounding areas for 70 years. We specialize in excavation and grading, site utilities, site planning and development, and GPS grade control. From private and public projects to larger-scale commercial projects, we have the knowledge, experience, and technology to get the job done right. Rash Construction. Safety first, last, and always.
We're CJ Bio. In 2012, we opened the only biomanufacturing plant in North America right here in Fort Dodge. Now employing over 200 people in the local area, we've had amazing success in lysine production as an environmentally friendly animal feed. And just as important as our business has been the warm welcome of the Fort Dodge community. We here at CJ Bio want to thank the people in the city of Fort Dodge for giving us the best of all things, a wonderful home. CJ Bio, amazing people, amazing community.
Well, welcome back into the Hodges Fieldhouse as we have a good game on our hands with the number 4 ranked Ellsworth Panthers and the number 10 ranked Iowa Central Tritons. Ellsworth comes in 19-2 and Iowa Central 17-4 as Iowa Central inbounds the ball with to C.J. Mitchell. Mitchell brings it across the timeline over to Lesh Semper. Back to Kane. Kane's going to drive. He's going to take on Sinceri. Kane kicks it back out here to about midcourt to C.J. Mitchell. Screen from Semper. Semper's going to drive pick and roll action, and Semper's going to head to the charity stripe. What an impact has Lesh Semper had on this game?
He's had a really good impact. He's at 11 points right now, but I mean he's moving the Triton offense around. I mean he's moving the ball around. He's driving in. He's looking for other guys that are open, and now obviously he's about to potentially put more points up on the board on the foul he just collected.
How big are these three throws from the charity stripe this late in the ball game, as the first one is nothing but the bottom of the net for number 22, a sophomore out of Bendolia, Spain, Lesh Semper. Checking into the ball game for your Iowa Central Tritons is number 12, Jalen Winter out of Waterloo, Iowa. And checking out is number 1, Tayshawn Pender. Second shot attempt is up and too strong off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Crunchruth from Ellsworth. Johnson with it now is going to set up the Panther offense. Big possession here for the Ellsworth Panthers. Inside to Sing Siri, and he gets his pocket picked by Jordan Kane. Jordan Kane's going to push the tempo here for the Iowa Central, and he's going to be fouled as he's going to head to the charity stripe for the Iowa Central Tritons. That is number 23, Jordan Kane.
And if you're Ellsworth Panthers right now, that's the guy you don't want at the free throw line because he's one that can put them down pretty good.
Yeah, and what a night Jordan Kane has had with 14 points on the evening. He's an elite ball player, one of the best in the conference. As the first shot attempt is a little short, it came off the front of the iron, but he's an elite ball player. I would say definitely one of the best in the conference that we've seen so far, that we've seen it here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Second shot attempt is up and it's in, as we're going to have a timeout called by head coach head coach Mason Delholm's going to call that timeout. But 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. We'll kind of go through the Triton scoring book here. Well, we have number 4, C.J. Mitchell with 16. He's had an outstanding night.
Yeah, he's had a great night. He's been one of those to watch no matter what game it is. I mean, he's putting on a good night tonight, and the other night he's also putting up, really good numbers.
And then you have Jalen Winter with 3 3-pointers on the evening with 9 points. He's an elite from behind the arc.
Yes, he is.
And unless Semper, we mentioned he had to have a big night. Well, it's a good night, 12 points. It's a good night, 12 points. Anybody would take 12 points.
Right, a lot of people would take 12 points.
And we just mentioned Jordan Kane, one of the best players in the Iowa Community College Athletic Conference with 15. Panthers inbound the ball here to Krensruth. Krensruth's going to drive up the middle of the lane. The Tritons leave Broadway Avenue wide open as the Panthers are going to put 2 points on the scoreboard. Jordan Kane with it now for the Iowa Central Tritons. Kane with it now is going to receive a screen from Les Saint-Pierre. He's going to drive around the defense, and it's going to be taken away by the Panthers. Big opportunity here for Ellsworth. Ellsworth with Wilkerson. Wilkerson's going to be denied by Les Saint-Pierre. What a ball player.
Yeah, that was a good block by him, too. I mean, he's had some really good blocks today in general, not just that one. He's had a couple alongside with it. He's been really good defensively for the Tritons.
As Berggren's going to inbound it here for the Panthers into Wilkinson. Back to Berggren. Berggren, you could tell they're going to try to get him to shoot a three, and it's blocked again by Les Saint-Pierre. Tritons with the run-out opportunity with Jordan Kane. He'll go up, and he'll be fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe. Jordan Kane on a run-out opportunity is fouled and is going to head to the charity stripe once again. It seems like he was just there. Jordan Kane is a sophomore guard out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, staying at 6'4". What a ball player. This week's Conference Player of the Week, splitting those honors with number 11 for the Ellsworth Panthers, Jaden Pretty. And they're both well deserving of it as Jordan Kane rattles in the first charity stripe attempt. Second shot attempt takes flight, and it's up and in. Wilkinson with it now is going to get over to Krensruth. Krensruth's going to bring it across the timeline here for the Panthers. He's going to look to drive. Broadway Avenue open once again. But no, he didn't take the shot. He looked to find a Bergelson wide open in the corner, but they say that the Tritons deflected the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on it, but I mean, we'll have to go with it and agree with him there on this one. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's not our call to make, but again, like I keep saying, you know, the Tritons got to, you know, stop letting them drive in down or in the paint and down low. I mean, that's the only reason why the Panthers are putting up so many points.
As I was having a few words with with assistant coach Owen King before the ball game, and he said that's what Ellsworth's plan was, to try to get the ball down below. It seems to be working, but the Tritons have to find an answer, and I think Tritons just have to keep playing as they're up by 8 now. But we have a foul here that's going to send Christian Johnson to the line,
and that's going to be Jordan Kane's night.
He's done for the night. He can head to the bench and spectate the rest of this one, as it looks like we're going to have number 3, Dorian Pruitt, check in here for the Tritons.
Tritons are up 8 points here with 2 to go, and Rav Rondala is on the charity stripe now.
Yep, Christian Johnson heading to the charity stripe here for the Ellsworth Panthers. The first shot attempt is up, and it rattles out. You know what I like to say, free throws win championships.
Right.
And that could matter in the postseason. Home court advantage.
Right, it definitely could right now.
Tritons got to get the ball across the line, as we're going to have a foul here on Christian Johnson. Yeah, think about how big this game is, though, with Ellsworth Community College having 2 losses in conference play, Iowa Central having 3. But if you look at head-to-head, this is going to move Iowa Central above Ellsworth, because Iowa Central is going to take the 2-0 advantage on Ellsworth. C.J. Mitchell's at the charity stripe. That shot attempt had a little too much on it as it bounced off the back of the iron. We'll see if he can convert.
No matter what now, teams are going to the charity stripe for no matter any foul.
C.J. Mitchell puts a second one to flight, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net. Gandu with it now for the Panthers. With 1:50 left on the clock, Iowa Central is up 79-70. About where they were when Ellsworth made that run in the end of the first half. Pressure with it now. It's going to no good. Rebound, Sing Siri. Sing Siri hook shot's good. As the Ellsworth Panthers are going to apply a full court press here. As Mitchell's with it now, trying to get across the timeline. He'll find Winter. Back to Mitchell. You have to start wondering, at what point will Ellsworth start playing the foul game? as Mitchell's with it now. Coach Delholm saying, take your time with it. Take your time with it. Mitchell's going to drive. Mitchell's going to put it up. And it's in. What a shot by C.J. Mitchell. Gandu with it now. He's getting over here to Sing Siri. Sing Siri for three, and it's no good. Rattle out. Rebounded by Manny Luth. Over to C.J. Mitchell. Tritons are up 81-72 in the late stages of this ball game with 50 seconds left. You have to wonder if the Tritons score, is that all she wrote? As Mitchell with it now, give it over here to Luth. Manny Luth for three. No. Bergeron with it now. Bergeron's going to bring it across the line. Bergeron to Gandu. Gandu for three. No good. Over to Wilkinson. Over to Gandu. And he'll put that in. And we'll have a timeout called by head coach Brian Bender. That'll be a full timeout. So we'll take it with them. You're listening to KICB and watching live on Triton Nation.
At Jensen Builders, our goal is to walk alongside you to make your dreams come true. We are a full-service design-build contractor serving Iowa. We employ over 200 highly skilled individuals, and we want you to join us. Great pay, benefits, 401k matching, vacation, and company perks. Our company environment reflects our family values. We'd be proud to have you join this family. JensenBuildersLTD.com.
CNOS is proud to be your orthopedic and sports medicine providers.
You can visit our clinic knowing you will receive the best orthopedic care in the area.
Located at Unity Point, we offer quality care to address any bone or joint problems.
We are committed to providing the best possible care to the communities we serve.
CNOS, proud sponsors of the Iowa Central Tritons.
Go Tritons!
Welcome back inside the Hodges Fieldhouse as Iowa Central is trying to put the game away with 24.5 seconds left on the clock with a 74-81 advantage, as we're going to have a full timeout by head coach Mason Delholm. As we'll just keep it right here and we'll talk about the Tritons schedule and we'll talk about conference standings. How about we do that? We can talk about what do you want to talk about?
Well, like you just said, how about let's start off with the conference top five. I mean, we see DMAC right now on top. They're undefeated in conference play pretty much. They're 11-0, and then following behind them is Ellsworth, and then it's Iowa Central Community College.
And you have Iowa Western, who we saw Iowa Central just defeated here last Saturday, and then Kirkwood Community College, who we saw come right in here to Hodges Fieldhouse and leave the fans disappointed right at the buzzer.
Right, yes, they did. Especially, it was an overtime, too, wasn't it? For one of the games, anyway?
Overtime for the women's, but the men's game, I think it ended in regulation at the buzzer, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha. Yeah, and pretty much, I mean, DMAC's been pretty good so far, no matter what.
Yeah,
I mean,
11-0 in conference, but talk about a big game coming up on January 31st down in Boone with Des Moines Area Community College and Des Moines Area Community College, number one.
Right, yeah.
Number one in the conference. 20th win of the year. Impressive. Tritons inbound here to Jalen Winter. Winter's going to drive up the court over to Darian Pruitt, and he'll put it up for two. That's got to be the game sealer. And we're going to have malfunction on the clock, I think.
I think they're going to
put some time back on.
I think they're wondering who actually scored that point there.
I think they ran it down to about 11 seconds, and the clock should stop once the ball goes through the net. So Wilkinson has it now. He's going to try to put some points up here for the Ellsworth Panthers, and he will get a bank, but it'll rattle out, and that's the ball game, folks. Jalen Winter's going to dribble it out, and your Iowa Central Tritons come away victorious. as they get the win 74-83 in favor of your Iowa Central Tritons. What a game! What a game! As the next ball game for the Iowa Central Tritons is January 31st versus Des Moines Area Community College. And I believe our next game will probably be on the air. It's probably going to be next Wednesday.
I believe you're right there, Caden. And as always, it was a pleasure calling the game with you.
Yep, we really enjoy doing this, and we thank everybody for giving us the opportunity to do this, and we thank Austin for sitting in the radio station all night and giving up his evening to do this for us.
And running commercials and everything else like that. Well, from Caden Holton and Braden Burmeister here at Hodges Fieldhouse, thank you again to KICB 88.1 The Point and Triton Nation, and good night from here, both of us, from Hodges Fieldhouse in Fort Dodge, Iowa.